All right. So let's have some technical difficulties, but we're gonna try to keep this thing going. So I'm gonna try to get through this as brief as I can through the spirit. So Psalm 78, Psalm chapter 78, and verse, again, going into what our power did on the behalf of the nation of Israel to those Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians, right? Because Israel is always forgetting about the hand that feeds them. You know, our people are always forgetting the hand that feeds them. You know, this is why throughout the scriptures the Lord has talked. He's constantly reminding us what He did for us. You know, the Lord, hey, He sent out bees to remove nations, man, or hornets, killer hornets, to remove nations on our behalf, man. The Lord was constantly reminding us what He did for us, because Jake always seemed to have forgotten. So Psalm 78. Psalm 78. Psalm 78, verse 42. Psalm 78, 42. They remembered not His hand, nor the day when He delivered them from the enemy. How He had wrought His signs in Egypt, and His wonders in the field of Zoan. So as I read and saw Isaiah the 28th chapter, right? Going to, hey, you know, them strange acts, man, the wondrous works of Yahweh Shema Shai. See, because very soon, hey, there's going to be a lot of unexplainable things taking place here in America, right? You know, and again, the men of the Lord, for the most part, they're going to have the answers. So it says, and He had turned the rivers into blood, and their floods that they could not drink. He sent diverse sorts of flies among them, which devoured them, and frogs, which destroyed them. He gave also their increase into the caterpillar, and their labor unto the locust. So, you know, just going into the plagues, all right, back in ancient Egypt, which again, America is spiritual Egypt, and the Lord's bringing these plagues back again on a more intense level, on a more intense scale. Because when the Lord opens up judgment, hey, the Lord's going to rip America a new ass, man. He's going to tear this place apart. He's already tearing this place apart from the inside out, systematically. It says, He destroyed their vines with hail, and their sycamore trees with frost. He gave up their cattle also to the hail, and their flocks to hot thunderbolts. He cast upon them the fierceness of His anger, wrath, and indignation, and trouble, by sending evil angels among them. All right, because as I mentioned before, when it comes to that 3 days and 3 days and 3 nights of darkness, those Egyptians, it wasn't like they were just sitting without power. No, man, the Lord opened up the fourth dimension. All right, them Egyptians, they caught all type of hell. All right, they seen all type of apparitions, which I'm going to get into, Lord's will. All right, but them evil angels, man, again, Lord, the days are going to come when, hey, it's going to be like some shit straight out of a movie. The Lord's going to give these death angels the green light to wreak havoc out here. All right, you're going to have demons tearing people apart, man, newly created beasts, all type of shit out here. You see? So verse 49 one more time. He cast upon them the fierceness of His anger, wrath and indignation and trouble, by sending evil angels among them. So you see, and now we're going to get into it. What took place during those 3 days and three nights of darkness? Because that's coming here to America. When the Lord shuts the lights off in this place, hey, there's going to be a wrap from there. And we can't wait. We can't wait to see you people suffer, man. We can't wait to see you people catch hell. Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter. Just bear with me right now, man. I'm going through it. Can't feel my fingers. It's cold. It's raining. But hey, it's a part of the condition of the battle, man. So be it. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, starting at verse 1. For great are thy judgments, and cannot be expressed. Therefore, unnurtured souls have erred. For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of a long night, laid there exiled from the external providence. So you see, right? Let me read that again. For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, all right, because again, talking about those Egyptians, all right, they had us in that captivity, right? They didn't want to let our people go. Just like today, Esau, he doesn't want to let our people know that they're the real Israelites that the Bible speaks about, the real Jews that the Bible speaks about, right? You know, they suffer not to put their dead bodies in graves, right? It says they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of a long night, laid there exiled from the external providence. So what are you going to do when the lights go off and it's pitch black? It's so pitch black that you can't even, like, you know, when you read the account, man, they were lighting fire, right? The fire, you know, they couldn't, they would light a fire and they couldn't even see the fire in front of them. You know, that's how dark it was, man. A darkness that could be felt, thick darkness that could be felt. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 3. For while they're supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions, as I read in Isaiah 48, man. Excuse me, Isaiah 28. Strange acts, man, the strange works. There's going to be a lot of strange, unexplainable events taking place very soon out here in America that Esau is not even going to have the answers to it. You see? Verse 3 again. For while they supposed to lie, hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. So they say, hey, the Lord opened the fourth dimension. All right? All right, and the Lord, hey, the Lord showed, he plagued those Egyptians. He showed them things that weren't there. All right, they were seeing shit, hearing shit. They were bugging the hell out. It says, for neither might the corner that held them kept them from fear. Right? It says, for neither might the corner that held them kept them from fear. Right? You know? Because, hey, you know, as I said last night, man, hey, the Lord is getting ready to bring your worst fears upon you. You people, all right? The Lord is getting ready to bring your worst fears upon you, all right? You know, to the point where, hey, you're going to have people backed into a corner, all right, sucking their thumb, right? That's not going to save you, man. Because like I said, when reality hits, the Lord's going to make you people, he's going to put you, reality is going to hit you people like a shit ton of bricks. You people are going to be faced with reality, man. You see, ain't gonna be no hiding in the corner, ducking off, right? Crying for your mama, right? Nah, man, you're gonna be faced with whatever you face with. You see? And this is why the scriptures talk about how grown men, the scriptures talk about how the mighty men are gonna be terrified, right? The mighty men are gonna forbear to fight, right? You know? But hey, the scriptures also talk about how, hey, you're gonna have grown men, right? Grown men, I'm talking about macho libres, right? Muscle bound, right? You know, work out 6 days a week type dudes, bodybuilders, grown men, these so-called Pookies and Ray Rays, these wannabe thugs that claim they own the block, right? These niggas, hey, the Lord, this is why the scriptures talk about how, hey man, they're gonna be compared to women in that day. You see? Because hey, you know, you think you're big and bad, well, you just wait until the Lord shows up. Because hey, the Lord, he has something in store for you people, man. You're not ready for it. That's just the best way that I can put it. You're not ready for it. What Yahweh Shema Shai has in store and what he's getting ready to do to this place, you people are not ready for it. Right? It says, for neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them. Right? So they heard, like I said, they heard shit that wasn't there, right? You know, they heard waterfalls, they heard all type of shit, right? It says, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances, right? So, hey man, they saw all type of so-called ghosts, spirits, right? They probably saw dead relatives, you know, dead loved ones. They saw all type of shit. They heard all type of shit and seen all type of shit. It says, no power of the fire might give them light. So like I said before, you know, it was so pitch black darkness, a darkness that could be felt, in so much that, hey, they try to light a fire in front of you, all right, you won't be able to see it. You see, hey, this is coming back, man. And it's going to be more intensified when the Lord brings it back. It says, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. So, hey, because, you know, oftentimes when you go outside, man, and it's pitch black, right? You know, hey, sometimes you have the moon and the stars. They would illuminate. It would illuminate everything. It would illuminate the ground, and you could see, you know, somewhat. Well, hey, when the Lord brought this darkness, all right, you couldn't see shit. The stars, the moons, none of the ordinary, you couldn't see shit. All right, no matter what source of light you had, you couldn't see anything. And you got to be real, man. And we got to be honest with ourselves, man. You know, there's something eerie about the dark. You know, even if you're a grown man, grown woman, all right, there's just something eerie. There's something off. You're walking down a dark alley. There's just something eerie about the dark, man. Well, hey, that's a threat. You know, that could be a threat, man. You see? It says, no power of the fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. And you gotta pay attention to the emphasis, man, that the Lord uses to describe these events. All right, that was a horrible night for those Egyptians, man. It was a horrible night. All right, it was a horrible 3 days and 3 nights of darkness. Like people think that, you know, they were just sitting in darkness without power. No, man, they caught hell. It says, only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not. You see, so hey, the Lord plagued the Egyptians with all type of apparitions, man. Shit that they, you know, all type of shit, man. Shit that wasn't there, you know. You talk about how the mind plays tricks on you. Well, hey, the Lord, hey, their minds they were playing tricks on them Egyptians, man. They didn't know what was real, what was not real, right? You know, they couldn't tell real from reality, fake from reality. You know, the Lord jacked them up. It says, as for the illusions of art magic, they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. It says, for they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at. So, hey, you know, because the scriptures talk about how in that day, hey, your enchantments, man, your enchantments are going to fail. You know, those that practice witchcraft and, you know, all that sorcery, right? You know, you use it upon others and whatnot. Well, hey, the day's going to come where it's going to fail you. You know, The day's gonna come where you're gonna be the one that's in need of some type of help or whatever, some type of, you know, whatever, right? And this shit is not gonna work. You see, because them enchantments and the sorcery and all that, you know, it's nothing but spirits on the left hand, which the Lord controls the left hand anyways. All right, He controls both sides. So hey, the day's gonna come where He's gonna call them spirits back. All right, and you're not gonna be able to you know, conjure up spirits or none of that. You see, hey, you're gonna be faced with reality. You're gonna be faced with reality. It says, for though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that passed by and hissing of serpents. So again, they heard shit that wasn't there. All right, probably heard rattlesnakes, you know, all type of shit. And you know, like I said last night, hey, you know, our people, man, they're afraid of something so significant like a roach, a cockroach, a spider, a small spider. Our people will freak out. Well, what are you gonna do when it's all 8-legged freaks out here? All right, you know, you hearing shit that's not there, hearing all type of wild beasts that's, you know, what are you gonna do then? Again, when the Lord opens up the fourth dimension, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man? All right, because not only that, hey, there's actually gonna be some shit out here. Shit's gonna be manifesting out here, man. The spirits on the left hand, they're gonna be manifesting themselves out here. They're gonna be showing themselves. You know? So it says they died for fear, denying that they saw the air which could of no side be avoided. So hey, the Lord put so much hell on these Egyptians. A lot of them, the heart just stopped beating. A lot of them, they just caught cardiac arrest. They just had a heart attack. They couldn't handle it because they were so afraid. It was so terrifying how Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, what He did to them, man. How He plagued them. Well, hey, that's coming back to America. And it's going to be more intensified. When Yahweh Shema Shai opens up the fourth dimension, these people, they're not going to be ready. They're not going to be ready at all. All right? When the Lord opens up His arsenal, all right, and we see all type of creatures that we've never seen before, right? You just look at something, just look up something so, just look at something called the anglerfish, man. If you look at an anglerfish, right? If you're swimming in the pool, man, if an anglerfish comes swimming up next to you, man, you'll probably have a heart attack. You see, you go in the oceans, man, they have all type of creatures that aren't even discovered yet. You know? And the deeper you go in those oceans, man, hey, the more and more scarier and terrifying those creatures look. You got the Leviathan creeping down there, you know, what they call Godzilla, right? Godzilla is nothing but a depiction of a creature in the Bible known as the Leviathan. All right, I believe that's Job. That's in the book of Job. It talks about the Leviathan, you know, and it goes into detail, you know, a description of the Leviathan, you know. Well, hey, the Leviathan's down there. All right, like I said, you have all type of creatures, and you know, you got all type of shit down there, all type of fish, right? That if, hey, you know, if you were to come in contact with some of these creatures, man, hey, you have a heart attack. You see, well, hey, the Lord, He got shit out here in store, reserved for that day. All right, you know, He's got shit in store for that day. You see, when the Lord opens that fourth dimension, man, you people are not going to be ready. But hey, you're going to know then. You're going to know then that Yahweh Shema Shai, hey, He's not one to be played with, man. Y'all going to find that out then. You see? It says, for wickedness condemned by her own witness is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience always forecasteth grievous things. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offer it. All right, because again, like I said, man, hey, the Lord had to where these people, man, their minds were playing tricks on them. You know, they couldn't tell what was real, what was fake. You know, they heard shit that wasn't there, they seen shit that wasn't there, man. You know, the Lord plagued those Egyptians. Well, hey, the Lord's gonna plague you Americans. All right, He's gonna plague you Americans. You know, Hey, when Yahweh Shema Shah opens up this fourth dimension, when he opens up the fourth dimension, hey, a lot of you just gonna just straight up die of heart attacks. You know? A lot of you just gonna give up the ghost, man. You're just gonna give up the spirit. You're not gonna be able to handle it. It says, and the expectation from within, being less, counted the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. But they sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of inevitable hell. So you see, hey, the Lord opened the floodgates of hell. Those Egyptians, they caught hell. All right, he opened the fourth dimensions on these them Egyptians, man. Right? Shit they ain't never seen before, man. Hey, the Lord's gonna open up shit y'all ain't never seen before, man. The Lord has things in store that y'all ain't never seen before, man. You know, y'all, you people aren't ready for what. Hey, you people aren't ready. You're just not ready. That's the best way I can put it. You're not ready. It says we're partly vexed with monstrous apparitions, right? It said monstrous apparitions, man. You know, all type of crazy demon left-handed spirits, man. They seen all type of shit, man. Those Egyptians were petrified, man. They were terrified. The Lord terrified those Egyptians, man. You know? It says, and partly fainted, the heart failing them, for a sudden fear and not looked for came upon them. So, like I said, heart just stopped beating. The spirit, they just gave up the spirit. All right? And when Yahweh Shema Shai opens up the fourth dimension, hey, a lot of you people are literally just are going to be scared to death. Literally. You're going to be scared to death. But you think Yahweh Shema Shai is what? Hey, man, listen. This is the problem. There's no fear. There's no fear. Hey, the hopefully elect, we fear. You know, we fear, man. You know, but you people, y'all gonna have to find out the hard way. It says, so then whosoever there fell down was straitly kept, shut up in the prison without iron bars. For whether he were husbandman or shepherd or a laborer in the field, he was overtaken and endured that necessity, which could not be avoided. For they were all bound with one chain of darkness, whether it were a whistling wind or a melodious noise of birds among the spreading branches, or a pleasing fall of water running violently, or a terrible sound of stones cast down, or a running that could not be seen of skipping beasts, or a roaring voice of most savage wild beasts, or a rebounding echo, made them it says it made them to swoon for fear, right? What got me was it said, the part where it said, or a terrible sound of stones cast down, or running that could not be seen of skipping beasts. So imagine a fucking a lion, you got a lion, you know, running up to you, man. You hear it, but you don't see it. This is how the Lord was plaguing those Egyptians, man. They heard shit that wasn't there. They were seeing shit that wasn't there. Ghosts, demons, apparitions, dead ones, dead relatives. They seen all type of shit, heard all type of shit. You know? Hey, man, the Lord is cold. It called that last part. It says these things made them to swoon for fear. It made them faint, man. They passed out. They couldn't handle it. You see, you people, you're not going to be able to handle what Yahweh Shem outside. When he opens up the fourth dimension, you're not going to be able to handle it. You're not going to be able to deal with it. Sitting in the corner, all right? Sitting in the corner, tucked up in the corner, sucking your thumb. Hey, that's not going to help you, man. That's not going to help you. You see? It says, for the whole world shined with clear light, and none were hindered in their labor. Over them only was spread in a heavy night an image of that darkness which should afterwards receive them. But yet were they unto themselves more grievous than the darkness. So, hey, because when you read the account, hey, Israel had light. Israel had light. All right? Egypt, they were covered in that darkness. And the spiritual, because, hey, in the days to come, all right, in the days to come, man, when it's all said and done and all hell breaks loose, hey, the elect, they're going to have that light. All right? They're going to be that beacon of light. Like I said, the elect, the men of the Lord, they're going to have the answers, man. All right? The scriptures talk about letting our light shine forth letting our light shine, right? You see, because, hey, in that day to come, hey, the men of the Lord, again, they're going to have the answers. You know, they're going to stand out in that day. But to everyone else, man, you're going to be in that darkness, man. You're going to be, hey, you're going to be left out there by yourself, to fend for yourself, man. You see? So this is why the scriptures say, hey, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. The hopeful elect, hey, we got nothing to worry about. We got nothing to worry about. These people, they're not ready. They have no idea, man. You know? So, hey, man, I'm going to close it out there, man. I hope and pray that this was edifying. I was kind of, you know, discombobulated, but, you know, it's a part of the condition of the battle. It is what it is, you know. But, again, hopefully this was edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Awashai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Ba'Shem Awashai Brakathum to the hopeful elect. Lord's willing, until next time, Shalom.